Welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 500,000 subscribers. We're almost at 300,000, so hit subscribe, watch, comment. I want your comments and share with friends because, again, the insanity is not stopping. You know, on my Substack, I wrote something about yesterday's joint session to Congress. And in it, I talk about, well, President Trump walks into the joint session of Congress as if you didn't know any better. You think that he was Joaquin Phoenix riding into Rome on a chariot from the movie Gladiator, surrounded by his legions of loyal followers. Now, I'll go on to say that the GOP members, they leapt to their feet, clapping, cheering, and looking like they were about to start tossing laurel wreaths at his feet. I mean, it wasn't just a standing ovation. It was a full-on political coronation, as though Trump were a returning emperor who had been long overdue for his moment in the sun. Mind you, that the reception, it wasn't just warm, it was worshipful. But the truth is, this wasn't about celebrating policy or advancing democracy. No, it was about the cult of Trump. And I bring this up because yesterday at that joint address, he basically continued to campaign on his broken promises. Now, while I'm going to go over his speech, I do want to start with a clip of Trump as he was leaving, where he thanked Chief Justice Roberts, saying he wouldn't forget. Question is, forget what? We all know. Play the clip.
Thank you again. Thank you again. Won't forget.
So good. Yeah, so good, sir.
Thank you.
Best.
Won't forget. Okay. Now, starting off strong, he said that the days of being ruled by unelected bureaucrats were over. Were they? Wasn't Elon Musk in attendance? Play the clip.
It's very simple. And the days of rule by unelected bureaucrats are over.
Yeah. Now, as I'm sure those of you who watch this on a regular basis, and I thank you, we've talked many times about the concept of who is even heading Doge. I mean, that's become a legal matter, and Trump, again, contradicted what his lawyers have been saying to the judge. Play the clip.
And I have created the brand new Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Perhaps you've heard of it. Perhaps. Which is headed by Elon Musk, who is in the gallery tonight.
Yeah. Unbelievable, because just the other day, I thought it was this woman that they appointed who was the head of it. Is it an agency? Is it a department? Is it a program? Which all has very different rules and regulations as it relates to who is running it. We still don't know. We do know that they're in our business, but we don't know who's even running this or what this is. What is this even? I mean, now look, while both Republicans and Democrats were noisy during the speech, this was a notable moment. Play the clip.
We won the popular vote by big numbers and won counties in our country.
There's so many things about that clip as I was watching it last night that just have me baffled. First and foremost, did you notice Mike Johnson and J.D. Vance Almost like a teacher in a classroom, scouring the galley, back and forth, looking for the cheater in the room, looking for who was acting out so that they can turn around and that they could either throw them out or attack them from the mic. It was so unusual to see. And the chants of USA, USA, right chant. I'm totally for chanting USA, just wrong location and the wrong time. But shortly after this, Representative Al Green, who would not sit down and wanted to say something, was escorted out. Play the clip.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions. That's your warning. Members are engaging in willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order to the joint session. Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat. Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
Yeah. Again, I don't recall anybody doing this when Republicans did this to either Joe Biden or they did this to Barack Obama. This was all planned in advance by both sides. Trump then goes on and he completely rants about Democrats. Play the clip.
And once again, I look at the Democrats in front of me, and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do. I could find a cure to the most devastating disease, a disease that would wipe out entire nations, or announce the answers to the greatest economy in history, or the stoppage of crime to the lowest levels ever recorded. And these people sitting right here will not clap, will not stand, and certainly will not cheer for these astronomical achievements. They won't do it, no matter what. Five times I've been up here. It's very sad, and it just shouldn't be this way.
As you watch again, J.D. Vance and MAGA Mike Johnson, so pathetic. Then, of course, Trump blamed Joe Biden for the price of eggs. The price went up, of course, even more after Trump took office. But this all falls, of course, in Trump's mind on the Biden administration. Play the clip.
Joe Biden especially let the price of eggs get out of control. The egg price is out of control, and we're working hard to get it back down, Secretary.
Yeah, I mean, he's working very hard to get them back down. Mind you, since he took office 45 days ago, they've gone up at least 15%. Now, Trump goes on and mentions the little disturbance from tariffs that you and I, that all of America will have to deal with. Play the clip.
They're about protecting the soul of our country. Tariffs are about making America rich again and making America great again, and it's happening, and it will happen rather quickly. There'll be a little disturbance, but we're okay with that. It won't be much. No, you're not. Oh.
Yeah. No, we're actually not, because there is no policy. That's the problem. There is no policy. I would like to hear how he believes that there's going to be a little disturbance and it's going to correct itself very, very quickly. Well, what's very quickly? Is very quickly in comparison to the existence of our planet? What's the time frame that he's talking about? Trump also goes on and he speaks about all the countries that he wants to take over. Here were his comments, for example, on Panama. Play the clip.
It will have a huge impact. To further enhance our national security, my administration will be reclaiming the Panama Canal, and we've already started doing it. Just today, a large American company announced they are buying both ports around the Panama Canal and lots of other things having to do with the Panama Canal and a couple of other canals.
Yeah, yay. Nothing like standing up and cheering for expansionism. He also goes on to say that we would get Greenland one way or another. Play that clip.
And I also have a message tonight for the incredible people of Greenland. We strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even international security, and we're working with everybody involved to try and get it. But we need it really for international world security, and I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it. We will keep you safe.
We'll go to war and we'll get it one way or the other. That's what he was implying. Yay again for expansionism. He then goes on and he calls Mexico the territory immediately to the south of our border. Once again, playing on the same theme. Play that clip.
The territory to the immediate south of our border is now dominated entirely by criminal cartels that murder, rape, torture, and exercise total control. They have total control over a whole nation, posing a grave threat to our national security. The cartels are waging war on America, and it's time for America to wage war on the cartels, which we are doing.
Do understand that they're not clapping for any policy or any action that Trump is talking about. They are clapping for Trump. They are clapping to remain in the cult of Trumpism. Now, lastly, here's what sounds like a really badly written poem about wokeness. Play the clip.
Wokeness is trouble. Wokeness is bad. It's gone. It's gone. And we feel so much better for it, don't we? Don't we feel better?
It sounds like one that maybe a first grader put together, using one of those, sonnets that they have to create in class. Let me be very clear about something. Yesterday's joint session was filled with nothing more than the same failed promises that Trump talked about during the campaign. Now, yes, he has done what he claimed is over 200 executive orders. And that happens to be true. But many of these executive orders are right now in the court. Many of them are going to hurt each and every one of us terribly. And again, as I started out, unless we turn around and take control of the messaging, and unless that messaging gets to the right people, those people that were swayed to vote Republican, this country's in some real serious trouble. And as always, thanks for listening.
Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. We're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.